What's going on, everybody? Brian Power back with you to talk Pelicans Clippers, which tips off 10 p.m. Eastern tonight on ESPN. With both Oklahoma City and Minnesota losing last night, the Clippers, they've moved into a four-way tie for first place in the Western Conference standings. As of Wednesday morning, the Clips actually percentage points ahead of not just those two aforementioned teams, OKC and Minnesota, but the reigning NBA champions Denver as well. Not bad for a team that many were writing off at the end of November. The Clips, remember, they were just 8-10 straight up when November came to an end. Since then, though, they're a league best 26-5 straight up. They've won 12 of 14 overall, including 9-1 straight up, 8-2 ATS their last 10 games. But coming off a long 7-game road trip out east, is this too many points to lay in the first game back home? That's what we're about to get into right now. Public, they didn't apparently think the spread was high enough for this game, because looking at the WagerTalk.com odds screen, we have seen movement in the direction of the Clippers, who opened -6.5, but as of noon Eastern, when we're recording this, they're now laying 7. To me, that's too many points against a very good New Orleans team that I have rated as the 5th best in the West. The Pelicans, they come into Wednesday riding their own 3-game win streak. Now, I know those wins came against the Rockets, Spurs, and Raptors. Real rogues gallery there. But we're still talking about a Pelicans team whose year-to-date point differential and net efficiency not that far off from the Clippers. I get that the Pelicans lost the last meeting to LA, 111-95, and that was at home as a 1-point underdog. But in that game, Pelicans shot just 35.9% from the floor. And I would expect a higher percentage tonight, even though this one is on the road. The Clippers, they've had their issues defensively of late. They allowed 125 to Detroit, 144 points to Atlanta. New Orleans, what did they do their last time out? 5th highest scoring game of the season as they dropped 138 in a beatdown of Toronto. Even with that loss last month, the Pelicans, they've had the Clippers number the last couple of years. 8-2 ATS the last 10 meetings. That includes 5-1 here at Staples Center. They all, or whatever they're calling it now. They are also 9-2 ATS, are the Pelicans, when playing with revenge this season for a home loss. Going back to the Clippers last game, that wild 149-144 win in Atlanta, well, they're 0-4 ATS this season after allowing 130 or more points the previous game. So obviously they're in that situation tonight. And I see value with this current number. I don't think the Pelicans should be any higher than +4.5. Historically, teams tend to struggle in their first home game back after a long trip like the Clippers just had, so I'm taking the points. New Orleans, a 3% client play for me that you're getting absolutely free right here on the Wager Talk YouTube channel. Now, speaking of the Wager Talk YouTube channel, make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss any of our exclusive sports betting content. The next 48 hours, I'll be dropping a free Super Bowl preview talking Chiefs and 49ers. And speaking of the Super Bowl, how about this special offer we've got going at Wager Talk right now, guys? You can get all of my plays in all sports from right now until next year's Super Bowl. That's 2025 Super Bowl. And that includes every 5% max bet. I'm number one, oh, by the way, at Wager Talk with all 5% plays going back to December 2022. I know we lost the last one on Saturday, but still 6-2 last 8. I'll take 75%. Thank you very much. Now, with this Super Bowl, the Super Bowl special, access starts as soon as you sign up. So it doesn't start with the Super Bowl. It signs as soon as you sign up. So if you jump on today, you'll get all of tonight's plays, all of Thursday's plays, all of Friday's plays, all of Saturday's plays, the Super Bowl, all the way to the Super Bowl of 2025. And it's less than $100 per month. It is an extraordinary value. This deal, it does not last long. Head on over to my page, wt.buzz/BP, to take advantage. Now, if you're looking for something that's not quite as long-term, you don't want to lock in for a full year, that's okay, because we're also running our rest of February special where for less than $9 per day, you get the rest of my selections for the rest of the month. So that is a great deal as well. Available on my page one more time, wt.buzz/BP. Currently available for tonight. 3 plays in the NBA, including the Pelicans. A 4% best bet in college basketball. And if you listen to this early, I got a soccer play, FA Cup in the afternoon. And looking ahead to Super Sunday, we've got some plays up. Finally, 4% best bet on the game and my favorite prop packaged together. Just $29 for those 2 plays. But again, that rest of February special or the Super Bowl special are your best options. That does it for me. That does it for today's preview. Don't be afraid to smash that like button. You can find me on X, formerly Twitter, at RyanPower_wins. Until next time, let's cash some tickets.